Woo. Oh shit. Oh, hey y'all. Welcome back to another week. Here's Chronicles. It's October. Scary stories, murder and mystery, ghouls and goblins. This is probably one of my favorite times of the year. Actually, it is one of my favorite times outside of January because that's my birthday month. Y'all give me a second because I'm sitting up by myself tonight. And yeah. Okay, so it is October and I have a scary story for y'all from this book that I've been reading. It's called Spirits of San Antonio in South Texas. My coworker did get this book for me and I really have been enjoying it and preparing it for my Wednesday shows. So one of the stories from here is called A Voice Cries from the Well. This is a San Antonio story. It's about a building here in San Antonio. So, give me a second. We about to start in a minute. Because I'm over here like setting up by myself. Okay, so this story is about the Spanish governor's building. I don't know if y'all know what that is. It's kind of like on the south side, or more so on the south side, or going towards like downtown south side, let's say that. So it's called the Spanish governor's palace. Why, I don't know. That's just in the name. So I don't know what's going on over here. It's not working. It's definitely not working. Anyways, so it's called it's the home of the Spanish military commander. So whoever he was, this Spanish commander, this was his home at the time. And this was back in 1749. So, supposedly it's one of America's finest examples of Spanish colony. The residential architecture, I don't know. I've seen it a couple of times, and to me, it's probably not one of the finest things I've ever seen in America. But whatever. So, hold on, y'all. I don't know why when I be by myself, I be having all this trouble. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the structure has the old Habsburg crest. That's the little crest with like the how do you say it? The double-edged swords where the knights used to hold the swords, you know, weddings and stuff back then, in castles and stuff like that. So the outside reads in Spanish, Anno 1749 C. Asabo. I don't know if I'm even saying that right, but it means that this building or this architecture, this place, this home, was finished in the year 1749. So what happened was the guy, the commander, and his wife, I'm guessing, they went on, like, they left the palace or whatever, and they had this not handmaid, ooh, I've been watching The Handmaid's Tale. Anyways, they had this servant, and she's there. She's supposed to be watching over, like, the grounds or whatever. So she gets robbed. Okay, they rob her, they beat her up, they damn near kill her, and they threw her in this well outside in the back. So they have a groundskeeper now. And I don't know why this story was so fascinating to me, because it's really a nice grounds, but this man really do not like to be there like past dark, because he said he hears like gurgling sounds from the well, and he's like sees like a shadow like in the main room by the general's desk. Excuse me. So a little backstory on this commander's palace. So it is a museum now. So it says the brochure given to visitors to the governor's palace offers the following historical information. The commander originally intended to serve as the residence intended to serve as the residence, which is the commander is the place that the general stayed or whatever. It was technically to represent the seat of Texas government. And in 1772, San Antonio, was made the capital of Spanish province of Texas. Then in later years, after 1822, Mexico won their independence from Spain. So the Spanish governor's palace served as a secondhand clothing store, a tailor shop, a bar room, a restaurant, and a schoolhouse. In 1928, the building was purchased from the descendants of Jose Ignacio Perez. And if you from San Antonio, that is a really common name, bringing up like Texas history, especially like San Antonio history as well. So he literally purchased this building for $55,000. Like, could you just imagine? Like, everybody will have homes and stuff, because that's people's salary in a year, you know. So it was 800 pesos. So in Mexican money, 800 pesos. In American money, $55,000. So it was bought in 1804, actually. Yeah, by this Ignacio. So only after thoroughly researching the original design and materials used in the building was it restored, undertaken, and completed at the cost of $29,000. Authorities state that the governor's palace is authentic to the last degree in room arrangements, fireplaces, the thick walls, and brick ovens. Furnishings of the palace include antique pieces from the early 1700s. So you still can go visit this place. I technically want to go visit it because it is like scary, and it is that time of year where we can all go and do like some ghost adventures or something. So I want to go visit this place because I've never been there, but I passed by it before. One of the real treasures that is still in the building is James Bowie's desk. So his desk is still in one of the bedroom chambers, which they used to call it, but we call it a bedroom. So his desk is there. The governor's palace was dedicated in 1931, and since then has been under the capable supervision of the Department of Parks and Recreations of San Antonio. Today, the palace is one of San Antonio's most visited landmarks. Behind the main building, there is a lovely shady patio with a lily pond and a grapevine that covers it. At one time, there was an area probably more utilized, as they must have stabled the horses there. Perhaps had like a kitchen garden, and a kitchen garden is more so for like really for you to walk outside and get like your herbs and things like that so you can cook in the kitchen. So the well was used for drinking water, and some people think it's a wishing well, but it's not a wishing well. It was a well for drinking water. So visitors now go to the museum and throw coins down there, and they actually have to go down there and get them coins out of that well. I don't know if I could do that. So I was like, wait a minute now. I don't want to be at the bottom of no well a girl just got killed, you know. So the story is Mr. Jesse Rico is the custodian there, and he says that he really doesn't like to disturb the spirit, you know. He doesn't like to be there after dark. So she was robbed and murdered and threw in the bottom of the well. So Jesse tells people, which he's the groundskeeper now. So he tells people that he really does hear like sounds and stuff coming from the well. I don't know if I could be the groundskeeper, because I'll be trying to go see what's going on. Like, what is that noise? Let me go see. And a lot of people be like, girl, why you always do that? You want to go see what's going on? That's how people get killed, you know, because I'm the black girl. But this black girl be want to explore sometimes. I just need to see with my own eyes, then I'm leave it alone. Like, I'm leaving, you know. So back in the day, they didn't have banks like we have now to like safeguard your money and your jewels and your silver and your gold. So this girl got robbed, and she got her ass threw in the bottom of the well. I would have gave that shit up. I ain't protecting nothing. I need my life. Y'all can have this. I'm just tell them I got robbed when they come back, or I just don't have nothing else to say about it. So. But this is one of the places that I do want to go visit. I do want to do ghost adventures. I'm excited because it is October and I love ghouls, goblins, all that stuff. So I did put like a link on my page. So if y'all have any questions or anything like that, go ahead and chime in, or either write me, message me, or email me, because I did put the email on Facebook. So another one is the old Spanish Tower. I have been here. It is a hiking trail. I didn't know that's what that was. I just thought it was somewhere for people to just go and look over the park, because it is like a little hiking trail back there. But it's the old Spanish Tower on Nacogdoches Road, just before you reach 1604. So it's a steep hilltop over the left, which a wooden area surrounds it. A close look will reveal a stone tower. It has never been finished. I don't know why, but it's pretty cool though if you ever go there. I didn't know it had that much history to it, but if you go there, you know, it's pretty nice in the daytime. I don't know what it is at nighttime because I haven't been there at nighttime. But I should go because I want to see what it's like. So if y'all know about any good ghost adventures or anything like that going on in San Antonio, let me know because I'm down to go. So if y'all want to go, let me know and I will definitely go with y'all. Because I'm not scary, but I like the unknown. So, you know. I like that kind of stuff. So, the old Spanish Tower, in 1981, they had wrote like a story on it. It might have served as an outpost for the Alamo. People living in that area said they seen what appears to be ghost lanterns up there at night sometimes. And it is on private property up on a hill. And it's really not accessible. But if you climb up there, you can. Yeah, I climbed up there. I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I like to do all this scary stuff. I'm the black girl that's going to go explore. So, not too much, but I'm going to go see, you know. So, it's not accessible. Don't be on those people's property. I fucked up and was on that property, but that's another story for another time. But it was cool to see. So people can see like lanterns, ghosts, people in this tower. It was never really finished. It was supposed to be part of a bigger project, but it never got finished. So they say the lights, from the magazine article, it says the lights could be from spirits of Spanish soldiers ambushed, overturned by Indians. We learned from a spokesman from Historical Society that the tower is not from the Spanish period at all, although the architecture shows a defined Spanish influence. It was built by the man who owned the land back in the 1920s, a retired military officer who served in the Europe War during World War I. He was impressed by castles. He built the tower as the first portion of what was to be like a castle dwelling at the hilltop, but it was never finished. So, like I said, I have been there. It is on private property. I don't suggest that y'all climb up there and go see it, but I do want to go see it at night. So, I went in the daytime, and I know exactly what it is, but I'm not suggesting y'all do nothing crazy. Now, I like it because it is a beautiful tower. And I just thought it was a part of just something somebody put there, just to put it there. But nope, it's not. It came from a old guy who just wanted to be building on castles and stuff, and his ass didn't finish his project. So it's not from the Spanish culture at all. He just liked what he saw and he wanted to duplicate it. So, yeah. San Antonio have a lot of history, and I like the fact that we have so many ghost stories because Texas is so big, right? So I'm trying to explore all that. I'm trying to go to Texas Chainsaw Massacre House. I'm trying to do all that. Like the train tracks, I've been there and done that in San Antonio. So we're not even going to talk about that story because everybody and their mama know that story about San Antonio. And over on the east side, they have the kids' names. Like the streets are named after the kids that passed away on that bus. So in that train wreck, the train wrecked the bus or ran over the bus or something like that. Yeah. So what y'all drinking on tonight? What would y'all like to see that's scary that you don't suggest that nobody goes to go see, but that it would be cool if somebody did go see it? I'm gonna go see it. So if y'all want to go see some scary shit, let me know because I'm going with y'all. That's all I'm saying. I'm sipping on, excuse me, I didn't spit everywhere. I'm sipping on tonic, vodka and tonic, Tito's and tonic, let me be specific. But this week has been very long, guys. I don't know. Very long. I'm excited about October because it's Halloween. This is one of my favorite times of the year. Definitely because, like I said, ghouls, goblins, spirits, ghosts, and then we roll right into Day of the Dead, and then Thanksgiving. I wish we could just skip over Thanksgiving. I know a lot of people gonna hate me for saying that, but whatever. It is what it is. I like Thanksgiving, but I feel like it's not like it used to be when I was growing up because we used to do a lot of stuff. Like, we used to do a lot of stuff as a family, and everything used to be closed when I was coming up around Thanksgiving time. And that was real like family time. Like you would catch like maybe like a corner store that would be open, and you know what I'm saying, the emergency room. That's about it. But now like everything is open. Hey girl, everything is open, and you could just go shopping. You could just roll up to HEB and go in there and go grocery shopping like early in the morning. Like, why? It's Thanksgiving. Like, it's supposed to be family. Like, no. Why are we not at home? Like, I want to go back to the days where you had to ride around and find, like, you've got something. I want to go back to them days where you had to ride around and look for a store that was open. But anyways, that's Thanksgiving. We talking about Halloween. So what are y'all plans for Halloween? I want to know. And I do plan on doing like the Ghost Adventures downtown. So I'm planning to do that. I don't know if right. I don't know if other people want to go with me, but I'm just throwing it out there so we can all like experience it together. Cause like I said, I'm the black girl that likes to explore the scary shit and the unknown. And y'all can crucify me how y'all want to. I don't care, but that's the white side of me. That's that white people shit. But I'm cool with doing it. I just don't want to explore too much. So when shit start getting real, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Oh wait, this ain't for me. I gotta run. So, but yes, I was just saying that, like, let's skip over Thanksgiving. I'm ready for Christmas already. And January, because that's my birthday month. So, you know, I'm ready for that. I'm always going to be ready to skip over Thanksgiving because it's not the way it used to be when I was a kid. Like, we used to look forward to being out of school that week, you know. Of course, our parents still had to work. But, you know, I've been a parent now for, 13 years, so... yes, only me will go do that. Like, you know, I'm just saying, I have a person that would love to do it with me. My coworker, she's down for it. Like, we've been waiting on October to get here for this scary shit. And it's ironic how they dropped that Jeffrey Dahmer right in time, Halloween coming up, right? And I feel like Netflix had to make a comeback anyways, because they was sucking ass for a second. You know what I'm saying? They really didn't have nothing on there, so they had to make a comeback. So that was a good comeback, Netflix. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Cause baby, I was about to stop paying for that. Cause Netflix, I was trash. So but yeah, Halloween is like literally one of my favorite times. I love to dress up. I love to put on the makeup. I love the glow in the dark, the black, the colors, the dark side of everybody, you know. But like for my scary friends, y'all, for my scary chronic listeners, don't say you gonna come with me and we gonna kick it doing, you know, scary stuff, and then you be like, oh no, I can't do this. No, hell no. If you drag me out there, you gonna do it. I don't care if you keep your eyes closed the whole time. You're going. You just want the candy? See, and I don't eat candy. I'm just gonna go get the candy so I give it away. But I love to roll in the neighborhoods and see like the decorations and all that. And Christmas too. I love to see the lights and stuff too. But I can't wait. I feel like October gonna be lit. Listen, it's okay. I feel you though. That's what I'm saying. Like if you want to just hear the story after I get done, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta participate. But I do plan on doing some shit. Like I really want to go to that Texas Chainsaw Massacre house. Like I ain't lying. I will roll up there and be like, ooh, let me see what's going on. That is definitely me. So I think that is a cool experience. Long as we make it out alive, that is a story to be told. I love it. I'm always gonna be ready for the shenanigans. I ain't even lying. Like everybody gonna be like, who came up with this malarkey? Me. White people be having fun sometimes, and I just be wanting to indulge in the fun. So you know what I'm saying? I think it's cool. They be having some experiences. I just don't want to, you know what? I just don't want to be like the dead girl. So I'm all for watching scary movies, not down to see them in person. I feel you. I do. I feel you. But I don't know. It is a movie on, I don't know if it's Netflix or Hulu. But it's a movie it's either called El Cortez or Hotel Cortez. And it's about this cult leader who wanted to, like, kill everybody that was in the hotel room. And this black girl was singing her ass off. She was supposed to be there for an audition. And they was killing these people one by one. Y'all need to watch that. It is so good. It came out a couple of years ago. 2.5 years ago, I think it was, on Netflix. But, I think it's Hotel Cortez or the El Cortez or something like that. Go look it up. It's not really scary, but it's eerie. I like it. Got a lot of murder and mystery. The shit I like to watch. I think everybody should have one time in their life that they should experience something so scary and so hellish that it's almost unexplainable. It's really good. This black girl was singing her ass off, baby. When I tell you she was singing, not singing, she was singing. And she had that soul. So she sang her way out of getting killed. Literally. And of course, you know, most serial killers are white. So, he was white. Which is strange. That's really strange. We just have like a lot of black on black crime. We don't necessarily have black serial killers. That is amazing. She was singing her ass off though. She really was. Like, she was singing her ass off. And it was a guy that helped her. So these two, this guy and her, he was like, you sing, I'll do the rest. So she was singing, he was doing the rest. She was singing, he was doing the rest. And it was getting on the guy's nerve that wanted to kill him. So he was steady focusing on this man, but she was singing, which was distracting him. I'm telling the movie. Let me stop. I'm telling the movie. I ain't gonna tell the movie no more. I think it's the El Cortez or Hotel Cortez. I think it's on Netflix or Hulu. I can't remember. But when I figured out, I toss it in the comments. But yeah, I watch a lot of scary stuff. Investigation Discovery is more so science of murder and mystery, so I like that because it's true crime. But I'm trying to think what other scary stuff I've watched that is really scary. Not really many things have been scary. It's a movie with these kids that are killing their parents. And I can't remember. I went to the movies to go see it. This was probably about 5 or 6 years ago. But that thing was scary too. The Haunting in Connecticut. That's kind of scary, but it's based on a true story. What else? I'm trying to think. Because I watch a lot of scary stuff. I watch a lot of murder and mystery. I just watched this movie on Amazon Prime the other night, and this girl I forgot the name of this movie, but I was so into it. This girl really thought that she was moving into like a nice neighborhood, right, in Hollywood, and it turned out to be like a cult. Okay, when I tell y'all, these people literally kidnapped this girl out of her apartment and did all kind of experiments on her to like break her down, to mentally like brainwash her, and nailed her ass to the wall by her hands, like Jesus. Okay, and I was like, oh my God, they're nailing this girl. But she never broke. Okay, like she played the game. She made them think that she was brainwashed. And baby, let me tell y'all, this girl came back with a vengeance. Okay, she killed the co-leader. And then she literally was like walking down the street like after she escaped, right? And oh my goodness, she found out like all these little red lights was going off, and the whole neighborhood was the cult. So she had to literally run for her life, and that's where the movie ended, which sucks. Because I need to know if that girl survived. So they need to make a part 2. And another movie with these red lights is it's called like The Dinner or something, and that's on Netflix. Is it? It's either Netflix or Hulu, but it's called The Dinner. These people invite their friends over, and they have to survive the night. But the friends at the dinner table don't know that they have to survive the night. They just like, oh, we ain't seen each other in a while, blah, blah, blah. They drinking, they eating, they having a good time. And then all of a sudden, like, doors is locked. And it's game on. Like, survival of the fittest. You know what I'm saying? So, these two exes, they had to come together to try to survive. And it was just wild, okay? Like, as soon as they get outside and survive, listen, all these red lights start going off in the neighborhood. They realize, like, this is a fucking cult. What is happening? You know, this, I don't understand how people get brainwashed like this, but you know what? That's hellish, you know? You survive shit like that. It's a good story. Have you seen Truth or Dare? That movie was so scary, I had to go home and get I'm sorry. You had to get out of copy of that. No, I haven't seen it, but now I want to go see it because you said that. So it's scary or it's just nerve-wracking? I watch a lot of movies that turn to be out like cult movies, like they have you thinking like one way or another. But a good producer and screenwriter is M. Night Shyamalan. Like, he is so good at what he does when he's writing scripts and making movies, because the entire movie you would think it's one thing, and then the end crashes everything you just thought of. Everything. And then it'll make sense as to why you thought it was something else. So, nerve rattling. Okay, well, I need to go watch that because I need to see that. I'll probably be like, what? I'll be so into stuff. I'll be so into that stuff. I don't even know why. That's just the devil in me. Everybody got a little bit of devil in them, okay, y'all? So, don't judge me. I'm just saying. You watch it by yourself. I'll watch a lot of scary stuff by myself. Or I'll be trying to get my son to watch it with me, and he'd be like, nah, I'm good. He used to. But now he just be like, why you always gotta be watching this murder and mystery? Or you be watching some historical stuff. It's either a history lesson with you, or or we gotta watch something scary, or it's a murder or something. Like, that's just me. But anyways, M. Night Shyamalan is good. He's very good. Lady in the Water was one of his movies. And it's a few. He has a few that are really, really good. Like, this man is amazing at what he does. So I like him as a producer, screenwriter, however you want to say it, movie maker, whatever. He's awesome. All his movies are very suspenseful and make you think something is about to happen and kind of scary, but it never, like, it's almost like, oh, and then it's like, oh, okay, that was that. All right, well, that makes sense. And it's like, oh, shit. Okay. Like, he's really good. What else have I watched? That's really scary. The Haunting. And then, it's a series on Netflix called The Haunting at Hill Manor. That is so good, y'all. And then they got a couple more seasons. So me and my sister and my brother actually watched that. And it's binge worthy. Like, I like a little bit of drama TV, but I'm more so like, let's get to the shooting and the killing. Not even killing. Like, I'm like a serial killer freak. And I don't know why, but I like to see what happened. Like, how did you get to here to where you wanted to kill multiple people? I understand how people get to want to kill one person, but multiple people that ain't did nothing to you? I'm confused. I'm just saying, how did we get there? I need to know. What about The Conjuring? The Conjuring is good too. It wasn't really scary to me, but it was good. The Devil Made Me Do It. I haven't seen that one, but I do want to see that new movie called Smile that's in theaters. So The Devil Made Me Do It. What is that about? Like, is the devil really making them do stuff, or is it they dark little secrets? I want to know. Because, people love them. Oh, excuse me. I'm spitting everywhere. That Tito's and tonic is good. Because, the devil, people like to blame the devil for a lot of shit. And really, that's your little dark soul. Because I know if I kill somebody, I ain't going to be like, the devil made me do it. I'm going to be like, this motherfucker made me do it. Because they was fucking with me. So, that's why. That stuff. what other scary movies have I watched, or scary series that I have watched that really scared me? I'm just trying to think. I don't know if I've ever been really scared of a movie other than The Children of the Corn. Oh, that's the whole title. The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Okay, well, I haven't seen that one, but I've seen the Conjuring. Unless I just didn't read the rest of the title. Oh, you need to watch Night of the Demons. Night of the Demons. Okay. And like Candyman, the original one. And Children of the Corn. Pet Cemetery. These are like movies from we was kids. I'm gonna watch that. Night of the Demons. I think Night of the Demons. What is that about? Because it sounds kind of familiar. Because I feel like I've seen it or heard about it before and just haven't watched it. But I want to see that movie Smile. Sleepaway Camp. Sleepaway Camp. What is that? Is it new or is it on YouTube too? Sleepaway Camp. And Night of Demons. Okay. The kids go to haunted mortuary on Halloween and demons possess them and kill some off. Whoa. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna watch that. You know, I want to see Smile too. We should go to the movies to see that. Here's my thing about the movies from the scary movies from when we grew up, like the 80s and the 90s. Like, they had to put so much into that, like, because we didn't have special effects. Like, if you go back and look at the scary movies from when we was kids, you could tell that I'm down. Like, we need to plan that. Like, we need to plan that. So the movies from when we was coming up, they really had to put like a lot of work into makeup and special effects and all of that. Like, if you go watch the history of what's the one where she's like kicking her heels together, what's her name? Dorothy. Yeah, her. The Yellow Brick Road bullshit. That one. Do you know how long it took them to make that movie and how much they had to spend? Well, compared to what they spend now, it's like a drop in the bucket. But there we go. Wizard of Oz. I could not think of that movie, girl. Thank you. Clicking her little heels together. So, where the house falls on the witch or whatever. Yeah. Okay. So, now, y'all know that movie is old, right? And look at those special effects versus the special effects now. You can tell that it's computer generated versus when we was kids, because all those costumes had to be made. All those faces had to be made. All of that. CGI sucks. What is that? CGI. Why do I feel like I heard of it? CGI. What is that about? I don't know, but I'm like, I love the scary movie. So any scary movie suggestions? Special effects. Yes, there we go. Special effects. So okay, now I get it. CGI, special effects. There we go. Girl, sometimes you gotta, I've been drinking. So I've been drinking Tito's and tonic, you know. I had a rough day at work today. After being gone for 2 days. Been gone from work since Monday and come back and it's fucking hell. Just hell. But anyways, it's all good. Fuck them. So, what else have I seen that is like based on a true story? Oh, it is this movie. I don't know what the name of this movie is. And TT, I think you know which movie I'm talking about because we both watched this. And it's about this body, this Jane Doe. I That's what it's called, Jane Doe. So this body goes into the morgue, right? And nobody could identify her, but the body is like not possessed, but everywhere it goes, everybody around it ends up dying. So whoever's working on the body is trying to figure out the story on how she came in so clean, how she still has all her organs, and blah blah blah. Autopsy, is that what it's called? Why did I call it Jane Doe? She was a Jane Doe. I don't know. I've been drinking. But y'all know what movie I'm talking about. She's a witch. There we go. Yeah, the body is a witch. But she's killing folks. Like, if they find out this more and more, she making them hallucinate and stuff like that. So it's a strange movie. The Autopsy of Jane Doe. See, I knew Jane Doe was in there somewhere. I just didn't know where. Oh my God. Like, I knew Jane Doe was in there somewhere. I just didn't know where it was. So this body comes into the morgue, right? And nobody can identify this body. So the lady is not lady. She's a Jane Doe, but she's a woman. The body is a woman. And so they're trying to identify this lady, how she died, blah, 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 how she's so clean, because the body comes in, don't judge me, girl. You know, Jane Doe was in there somewhere. I had that part right. So, the coroner and his son are trying to figure out where this body came from, who this lady is, right? So, and why she's so clean and this and that. So the more that they try to cut the body open and try to, like, I want to say, like, identify, like, how she passed or whatever, things start happening. So the son starts hallucinating. The son starts hallucinating. Shit start happening. So, like, the building is shaking. Like, the lights is turning off. All kind of stuff. It is a good scary movie. But I like the history behind it because she tells a story. Jane Doe, not Django. The Witch is good too. I haven't seen that one. Hey girl. I haven't seen The Witch, but the Autopsy of Jane Doe is the one that we're talking about right now, right? Yeah, because I'm telling y'all, this story is so strange. Like, they could not figure out what this lady, like, I'm talking about, they cut her open, she not even bleeding, like her skin just goes back to what it was. So, like, a big ass gash. You know, I don't know if y'all ever watched the autopsy before, but they literally, like, cut you in a Y, and they take all your organs out and put them in a bag. I think it's on Hulu. Andrea, is it on Hulu? I think so. I don't know what that means. Okay, so I don't know what that little character means, but okay. So it is okay. So it is on Hulu, or is it Netflix? I don't know. I watched it on one of them, but Netflix suck ass. I barely be on there, so it might be on Hulu because I'm always on Hulu. So I'm talking about this lady. Like, she had like a piece of paper or cloth in her mouth. And thank you. Yes, please fact check me before I give out wrong information. She had like a little cloth or like piece of paper. Well, yeah, because when I saw it, I think it was on Hulu too. But like, she gonna fact check me real quick because I'm not sure, but I know it was on one of them engines. So I was just like, what else is gonna happen to these people? But the dad ended up dying at the end because this dead body comes in and nobody knows where she came from, but she goes from morgue to morgue to morgue. So every morgue that she goes to, these people start dying. These coroners and the people that's working on this body, they start dying. They start hallucinating and crazy shit start happening, right? And nobody could figure out. The morgue ended up burning down, but the body is still like fresh, untouched, never been cut open, none of that. So nobody could identify, but that's based on like a true story or something like that. So I don't really know. So wow. I think my computer just died. It did. Yeah, it did. So she's still untouched. Like, she's not even burned, nothing. Like, they just they come by the next day and like, oh, let me pick this up. Yeah, because she was just like nothing. Like, she was just like purely naked, untouched, like super clean, no ashes, no nothing. Like, and then she opened up her eyes and I think she started screaming or something. I'm telling the movie. Oh Lord, what is happening? Okay, I'm telling the movie, but y'all understand what I'm saying. What the hell? Okay, pause. Okay, I'm doing the most right now. Yeah, girl, my lights turned out. Okay. Ain't nobody crazy enough to be messing with me like that. I mean, I hope not. Like, anyways, so it's on Amazon Prime and Apple TV. I don't got Apple TV, girl, because I ain't got no Apple products. But, yeah. There we go. We got light again. Anyways. Yeah, so it's a good movie, though. What is another one that I watched that's, like, really kind of scary? Or, like, what's another one from, like, the 80s? Pinhead. Is that his name? Yeah, Pinhead. Pumpkinhead. Pinhead. One of them. Y'all know what I'm saying. Anybody that's from the 80s. I take that now. I remember I saw it on Amazon because... Oh, okay. So, was it on Amazon? Because I don't remember where I saw it at. Pinhead, right? Okay. I told two ghost stories. About the tower, the Spanish tower on Nacogdoches in 1604. Well, on Nacogdoches, close to 1604. And about the Spanish commander's palace going towards downtown. No, like south side downtown. That. So, yeah. It's called A Voice Cries from the Well. This girl was left to take care of these people's property while they was gone, this Spanish commander, and she got her ass robbed and killed and threw in the bottom of a damn well. The bitch was gurgling and shit. The girl was gurgling and stuff. She got killed for silver, gold, and the family fortune and the money, because back then it wasn't no banks to safeguard your stuff. So they didn't have safe deposit boxes or none of that. So she got robbed. I would have gave that shit up. Y'all can have whatever y'all want to hear. I ain't safeguarding nothing. This ain't mine anyways. Okay. But yeah, good night, Maddie. So, and I was just talking about like scary stuff that I wanted to go see. So like I want to go to like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house and just see what's up, you know. I just want to see what's going on, walk on the property a little bit. The donkey lady, who wrote a book on that? No, I didn't see that. So a man wrote a book about the donkey lady, and the other story I was talking about. Which one? What other story? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre? It's a book about the donkey lady? I'm late. What? I wonder if they got that on Amazon where I could like listen to it like while I'm riding to work or something, or on my lunch break. Actually, while I'm working, because they get on my nerves. So I have my AirPods in. Pretty much. Anyways, Lady in the Water. It's another M. Night Shyamalan movie that I really, really like. And I can't think of the name of it, but it's like these people that live in a forest. Well, you don't find out they live in a forest till later on. But it's like a colony, almost like the Amish or something like that. And, baby, let me tell you, they got these monsters in the woods. So like if you trying to escape the colony or whatever, you're not supposed to go to the outside world. My nose is like really itching. You're not supposed to go to the outside world, right? But it was on the news. It was on the news. Like San Antonio news. I'm particular about when I watch the news. It's kind of weird. I don't like watching it because there's always like some bad stuff going on, and I just don't want that in my spirit right now. Like I got enough bad stuff going on in my life to be taking that in. But was it on San Antonio news? Because I need to know what the name of this book is so I can go get it, so I can download it on my Amazon, so I can listen to it. Oh, a children's book. That is crazy because nursery rhymes are really crime. Do y'all know that? Nursery rhymes are crime within itself. Like Jack and Jill went up the hill pitch. How do you say it? Get a pail of water, pitch a pail of water or whatever. And they came tumbling down. Like somebody pushed their ass down the hill and broke their neck and shit. Like no. The baby in the cradle. How do you say that? Fetch a pail of water. There we go. I'm telling y'all, my words ain't together tonight. I can't get it together to save my life. I just can't. So I'm telling y'all, my day was long, but it was good. Fetch a pail of water. Somebody pushed their ass down the hill. And what about the witch that took them kids to fatten them up and then kill them and eat them or whatever? What's the name of that story? And that's a nursery rhyme. Why are we singing that to our kids? Oh, why are we telling our kids these stories? Like, they're crazy to be telling kids. Like, if you actually think about it. Some dark shit. But we tell our kids that anyways because it sounds sweet. Hansel and Gretel. There we go. Y'all, I can't get it together tonight. I could not think of that. The witch literally took these kids and fed them up and stuck them in these cages to eat them. What about the boy that crawls up the beanstalk? Jack and the beanstalk? I think oh my God, I am being horrible this evening. Jack and the beanstalk, right? Okay, those stories to scare kids to go to bed and listen to their parents. True, but dang, I ain't never told my kid none of that stuff because I'm like, I don't want him to grow up thinking it's okay to be a serial killer. Like, who does that? You know what I'm saying? And yes, I'm on camera with no makeup on this evening. I just have on lipstick. And yes, my background looks totally different. It's okay. You know, things are changing. Things are going to be a little different for a little while, and that's okay. I'm trying to think of what other scary scenarios. Do y'all believe in aliens? Extraterrestrial things? Like, do y'all believe in Wicca, witchcraft, voodoo, root? Which is technically the same thing. Those are just different words for it. You know. Thank you, girl. I'll be trying to look good all the time. I'll be trying. These bags, they don't be going nowhere, but I'll be trying. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That made me feel good. So, I don't know, like, I feel like my inner self would love to be... I'm not saying that I'm out here killing folks now. Let me just put that out there. But my inner self would be a serial killer. If I would be anything else in life, it would be a serial killer. They get famous. They get away with stuff that they're not supposed to. They are psychopaths. Some of them. And... oh, yes, I do. You need to listen to Wondery on Spotify. Girl, they got some good podcast stories for your ass. Like, listen to Dr. Death. But anyways, like, my inner self would be a serial killer. They're very smart individuals, okay, till they start getting sloppy, because then that means they getting tired of doing what they're doing and they slip up. And then they become famous for these things that they did. They get movies made about them. They get books made about them. All this crazy stuff. Not saying that I want to be famous like that, because I don't even want to be famous. I just want the money, to be honest. So, podcast at work, man, they are from people from all around the world. Really good and scary. I think it's all true and real. Stems from something. Yeah, because, girl, let me tell you. Wondery, the podcast Wondery, they have so many good stories, and it be true crime, like stories that you're gonna hear about. Like, one I was actually listening to while I was living in Dallas, and the company I was working for at the time actually had this man working for us, okay, as a doctor. And I had no clue. Like, I was so flabbergasted when I heard the name. I was like, what? That was a good cover up. They will cover. One thing about medical, they will cover their ass, okay? To not dish out that money. You gotta find a loophole. So, anytime that you get into any medical anything, make sure that your doctor is very credentialed. Okay, don't look at all the good reviews. Look at the bad ones too, and why, and how many times have they been at different hospitals, because the doctors do not belong to the hospitals. They are contracted in, especially in emergency medicine. They are contracted in. That is not their hospital. So they can work at this emergency room for 2 or 3 days a night. 2 or 3 nights a week, and then go work somewhere else in a different emergency room, because emergency medicine is different from internal and family medicine and things like that. So just be mindful of your doctor, because, and your surgeon too. If you're gonna have surgery, you better do all the research you can. Kevorkian, yes, Dr. Kevorkian was a fucking quack. He was crazy. What about the fertility doctor that was getting all these people pregnant, and then the women that he was getting pregnant, if they had daughters, he wanted them to come to his fertility clinic so he can get them pregnant too? That is disgusting. He had so many kids. I think it was like 40, 50 kids and counting. That's on Netflix. But Halloween, October is that month for he is a freak. That was disgusting. Like, and then how you know that you got their mothers pregnant, and not Nick Cannon wannabe. I think he started it. I think Nick Cannon following him. like, oh yeah, let me just go ahead and be like, little doctor over here, he over here planting his seed everywhere. But he would go, these people would get their specimens, right? And he would literally throw the specimen out and put his own in there. And when you are in fertility, you cannot, if you're given a specimen, you cannot have any genetic anything wrong. So La Llorona, what is that? Is that about the lady that's hollering and screaming and want to drown the kids in the water? No, that's not her. Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. That's the lady who want to drown her kids, or she drowned her kids, and now she comes back to take the kids to drown them in the water. Yes, there we go. Okay. That is on Hulu. I seen that on Hulu. Yeah. It's a good movie. It's not really as scary as I thought it was going to be, but it's a good ass movie. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I jumped once or twice. It's a good movie though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now if you a scary person, it's gonna be scary to you. But my black ass be sitting there like, what is gonna happen next? Like, get to the next scene, because I need to know. Like, I'm that girl. I am the black girl that wants to explore. I want to see. The man made it into a children's book. Oh, okay. Okay, got you. Understandable. I'm about to go read that little children's book. Think I'm not. Yeah. Who is, you know what though? One of the most infamous serial killers that was a woman is the woman that, yes, go, I'll suggest that you watch it, is she was technically a prostitute, but she would kill her Johns after doing whatever. Aileen? Is it Aileen or Eileen? Aileen. Yeah, okay, so she would kill her Johns after doing whatever she needed to do for the money or whatever, because something happened to her. I think she got raped or something, and after that it just flipped her switch, and she was like on it. She was killing these motherfuckers left and right. She was not kidding. And then when she went to court, like, she was just like, oh well, they deserved it. I love it. Like, that would probably be me. Like, I don't know what to tell y'all. It happened, and it just happened. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But if y'all have any questions that y'all want answered, always message me or send me an email at harrischronicles@yahoo.com. Every Wednesday, 7:30, I'm here. Some Sundays, what? Didn't what? Some Sundays I am on, If This Mic Could Talk. Then they call her the Black Widow. No, I don't think she was the Black Widow, but the Black Widow, she had multiple husbands that died, which technically I think that bitch killed them. And it's okay. Oh, y'all need to look up Aqua Tofana. Okay. Aqua Tofana is a lady from back in the day. And I'm talking about way back. Okay. I'm going to tell this story before I get off of here. So, Aqua Tofana was a beauty product that this lady was making for women back in the day, right? But now women could go to her and be like, she was a serial killer. I don't know. That's the name of it. Aqua Tofana. If you look it up, it's a real thing. And this lady was actually helping women kill their husbands. So she would whip up this poisonous concoction, right? And sell it in the Aqua Tofana beauty bottles. And so say like your husband was beating on you or something, and you was like, fuck this man, I want him dead, and I'm gonna take his fortune, and I'm gonna go on about my business, and I'm gonna go marry somebody else or whatever, because back in the day you wasn't shit without no husband, you know what I'm saying? So okay, we've came a long way, right? Because we the shit without husbands. So she would be like, take 2 or 3 drops and put it in the husband's soup or the food or whatever they're drinking or whatever. Baby, let me tell y'all, this lady was murdering people without murdering people. She never got her hands dirty, but the people that bought her products and was taking them home, one of them bitches snitched on her. See, snitches get stitches. I would have beat her ass. So, I'm helping you out, and you gonna snitch on me because your husband was beating your ass. So, yeah, so the police, I guess she used too much and killed the husband, and it showed up in the autopsy because she made this Aqua Tofana that did not show up in the autopsies. So this one particular lady used too much, and she ended up snitching on this lady. So the lady and her daughter had to take refuge in like a church, and so the town was like, you better send that bitch outside or we burning down this church house. So they gave the lady up and they stoned her ass to death. Jack the Ripper. Oh, Jack the Ripper. You know, he's so infamous because don't nobody know who he is, but he was cold-blooded. The movie From Hell is so good too. The movie From Hell. From Hell is the movie title? Because I need to see that. I need to see that. Like, I'm gonna be watching some of this shit tonight and go to work delirious tomorrow. I don't be caring. From Hell. Okay. Let me write that down. From Hell. What are y'all drinking on tonight? I don't think I asked y'all that tonight, and I do typically ask y'all that. So I'm drinking on my regular this time. Tito's and tonic. But next week I will be bringing y'all another scary, not really scary, but ghost story, peppermint tea. Oh, that sounds good. Water. I'm gonna drink some water when I get off here. But then I'm gonna go back to my Tito's and tonic. Water, you need some wine. Girl, I got you. Order some some strawberry Pinot Grigio. Here's Chronicles. Got you, girl. Yeah, peppermint tea. Okay, so you trying to relax. Water, I feel you. We always need some water. Always. I think I done sucked down enough bottles of water in the last bout. Not you diabetic. Alright, girls. You diabetic. This is actually my first drink since Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. I had one glass of wine, a glass and a half of wine, and a shot of bourbon, which almost killed me before the podcast I'll go record with. And I'm not a bourbon drinker. Like, I'm just not. No. I was sweating. I can't do it. And I used to be able to drink, but these days, yeah. I'm becoming a little lightweight. I don't need much. Depends on how I'm feeling. How about that? Because if I'm like in a turn up mood, like we about to party, I'm in that thing. You know. Yeah, girl, that bourbon put me on my ass. Do you know I was like asleep on my stomach? Which when you got big boobs, you typically cannot sleep on your stomach because that hurt your back so bad. Y'all, I was knocked the hell out. That one shot. Like, okay, now what just happened? That's why I couldn't drink the wine, because I was already drunk. That one shot. I don't need no more bourbon. Like, I was sweating and everything. Like, that is not for me, honey. That ain't for me. But anyways, to wrap this up, next week I'm coming with another ghost story from my book, Spirits of San Antonio in South Texas. Thank you, Andrea, for my book. I love it. I do read it at night. Well, I just started reading it at night because I just got settled from doing all this shit that I had going on. So, I will bring y'all another one. It's probably going to be a little more raunchy and scary. And I might bring y'all a little tidbit on one of these serial killers I be researching. Don't judge me. I like to research serial killers because I like to know what their mind is and how they got to that point. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. Anyways, if you want to order some merchandise, I know I keep saying that I was supposed to have shirts, new shirts dropping soon. I'll call you. Okay, my phone is on Do Not Disturb, so just give me a second from when I get off of here because I gotta break down this equipment. So give me like 30 minutes, and then I'll turn the phone on so you can call, because I literally don't be answering my phone, y'all. I'm sorry. Like, sometimes I be, oh my God, I've had so much shit going on in the last couple of weeks. I barely even have time for myself. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I barely can keep up with myself. So I'm sleeping when I can and getting shit done when I can. Like, I literally had to take the last 2 days off of work. My mom was not well. I had to be on deck. I've been dealing with some shit. And then I got a really bad, devastating call right before I got on. So, yeah. This week's been long. Good but long. Parts of it has been good. And then, but anyways, I know I've been saying that I'm having new merchandise. Yes, we need to plan that. Merchandise dropping soon. I have been behind a little bit on that. So give me a moment. It's coming. They coming. They gonna be fire. You invited too, boo. I got you. You know, we friends, girl. For real, in real life. That's coming soon. Launch party's coming soon. Yes, of course, girl. You know you coming. Launch party might have to get pushed back a little bit. But in all honesty, it needs to. I have a lot on my plate, and I need to be able to focus and do it correctly, because I don't like half-ass shit. Especially when my name is attached to it, because my name is a brand. So, with that being said, I love y'all, my chronic listeners. Thank y'all for tuning in again for another week. And no, I did not have a DJ tonight, but that's okay. I love Halloween. Just stay tuned. Thank you to all. I love you, girl. Y'all stay tuned, because every week, next week, I'm gonna have the kids on. It's gonna be called the kids speak, but we gonna talk about scary stories, okay? And we gonna see what it is, how they view the world from their point of view, because they're teenagers now, so, which is kind of scary to let them out in the world. But I love y'all, and thank y'all for tuning in. If it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. And Harris Chronicles is in full effect every Wednesday at 7:30 on time, baby. So I love y'all, and good night. Peace.